Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions. And this one I'm really excited for because I have been wanting to do this since I was a teeny tiny child. I actually did it as a child, and that is have my own, little booth at like farmers markets and craft markets and flea markets and all that kind of stuff. When I was a kid, I used to make jewelry, and I would get out a little folding table, just like a really small like card table, and go out and sell my handmade jewelry like next to the pool and the playground across from my house. And it was somewhat successful. I mean, I sold some things, and they were just like plastic beaded things. I think people were really actually just taking pity on me, but yeah, I've always wanted to do an actual like crafters fair or something like that. I'm having a little bit of difficulty trying to find a place because where I live, they either have they don't really have flea markets, which is really weird to me because it's a big city. And when I lived in the South, there were flea markets everywhere, and I love flea markets. I love them so much. And the flea markets I went to were always a mix of just like resellers and craft and yard sale type stuff, and yes, some junk. And I loved it. I loved the chaotic not knowing, and sometimes you could get some really junky stuff and then you could flip it, turn it into something really cool. Like, for example, I was a teenager, so I was always constantly finding junky furniture and things like that and DIYing it myself. That was before I was selling things, like big bulky objects and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've always wanted to do that. And, the problem I have is that I have a lot of crafts that I hand make, but I also do find really just cool items. So I don't know what you would call that. Just they're not all vintage, but they're all just really neat items I found for really cheap that I want to, resell. And they all look really nice. Most of them are vintage. So I don't know if you would call that curating. Like there's curated items and then there's my crafted items. And I'm having a hard time finding a place that'll do both because usually it's one or the other. But luckily, I think I have enough stock in both things that I could just do this kind of craft show and then that kind of, I don't know what a curated resell show is even called, but I've been looking for them. Yeah, so the plan is in August, about mid-August, to do a craft show. And I've already started, I already had a bunch of inventory, but I've started upping it for the craft show and stuff. And I have about a month to plan. And if I made sure that if I can't make, I haven't signed up for it yet. And if I can't make it it's like at a coffee shop, and they do a craft fair outside the coffee shop. And they're known for doing it all of August every weekend. So you can go to one of the weekends but not the others. So if I miss it, it's not a big deal. I can go to another one. Also, there's a lot of I could do a later craft show. I don't have to do a specific craft show. I'm going to plan with that one in mind. So this is the first episode of me doing stuff. I will show you what I've made so far, what I plan on making, that kind of stuff. But today's episode is really focused on I need stuff for my display, and I went and got a bunch of things. They're all thrifted things. I haven't bought anything new. I'm going to have to buy a folding table or two. I have enough inventory and stock to do 2 folding tables worth of stuff, but at the same time, it's my first craft market thing, so I don't know if 2 is intimidating, so I haven't decided. Um, but I want to show you kind of like the displays I got and what they're for and things like that. And then today, also, my sister's coming, and she lives in the state next to me, and she's gonna come and pick me up, and we're gonna go to her house for a week, just so I can de-stress my life a little bit and get away from the kiddo, because I haven't been on my own since I think he was 3. I had like a week to myself one time when my husband and my son um house sat for my in-laws before we lived with them for a week. And then another time I house sat for them for a week with my son, and my husband stayed behind. But that's the last time. And the child is 10 now. And yeah, I would like to have a little mommy vacation. There's been a lot of stress going on in my life, a lot of family issues and other things coming up. And my husband actually suggested to me to, just go stay with my sister for a week. So, and he would take care of everything at the house and everything, and everything with the kiddo, and just, go and do what I need to do. And it's not like I could never have done this before. It's more just like I never felt the need to. It's the first time I really was like, because I love, like, I hate being away from my husband. I dislike it. It's like, why not hang out with my best friend if I can, but there was just a lot of stuff going on that I needed my sister for, especially with the family stuff, because she's been through it too. And yeah, so I'm gonna go stay with her, and we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna rant to each other about random stuff, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, so display stuff. I have about a month to find things, and I went shopping yesterday. I went to 2 different thrift places, and I found some stuff that I'm really excited about. And I'm so excited, but there's still some stuff I'm looking for. But I keep having to remind my husband told me don't settle, and I had to remind myself that, because I kept going, oh well, this would work. And he'd like, okay, but you have a month and it would work. Or I'd be like, well, if I spray painted this, and he's like, then it would be the right color for my booth. And he's just like, or maybe, you have a month and you could keep looking, and then if everything fails, the week beforehand, then you can find something just like this and spray paint it. But what if during that time you find what you're looking for in exactly the right color? So don't settle. He was like, don't settle, especially because I'm not going to just be doing one market. I am going to be going, I'm going to be trying to do one every 2 weeks. That's my goal eventually. Starting out, I'll probably just do one a month till I get, like, probably for like 3 months till I get the hang of it. But I'm hoping to do one every 2 weeks, and if I get really good, I could do one every week, and I would be so excited. But so yeah, learning not to settle. And then I found 2 things that were kind of more spendy than I wanted them to be, but they were perfect. And my husband was like, it's an investment into your business, and if you are going to use these things over and over and over and over again, I mean, the price really isn't. Kalia's saying hi. The price really isn't that much. It was $18 for one thing and $24 for another. So, but I will show you all of those things. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a little haul of my display items and what I'm gonna be using them for. I'll put some of the stuff up on there to show you what I'm gonna be using them for, and then yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. And I hope you guys enjoy this. It's kind of going to be a little series of watching me get stuff all put together, and then I will of course update you guys on the day of my actual first craft fair and stuff like that, like how I did, what I would change, any tips, things like that. So let's get into what I got. All right, so here are some of the things I got for the display for my booth and what I paid for them, things like that. I'll keep a running total down below. I did pay up for some items that they were my dream items, what I had been envisioning, and so I went ahead and got them. This is one of them. I wanted a letterboard for signage, things like that. All the letterboards I've been seeing lately have been like black and felt, and my shop has a very witchy feel, witchy theme. I wanted, my shop colors are kind of like black and purple and the natural woods. And so I wanted a letterboard that looked like wood. And I found this at the very first place I went to. We actually, I was surprised. It was only $4. Yeah, and it doesn't come with any letters, but the letters cost about $7 for me to buy just a whole bunch of letters, which is awesome. And this has a lot of room on it for pricing or anything I want to say on it. And so I was super happy to find this. This was exactly what I was looking for. So it was crazy. I barely ever get exactly what I'm looking for. And then I didn't want to put this on the wall because I want my displays to be able to be inside or outside, and some of the inside fairs don't let you have your canopy because the ceiling's too low, or they don't like that feel. And so I can't hang everything from the canopy walls or the canopy structure. So I want it to be able to be freestanding. And so I did manage to find something to put this on at a different place. I did run into a Goodwill for this particular things just because my local thrift places don't typically carry things like letterboards, but that's not what I was actually looking for while I was there. Most of my local thrift places don't do bedding, and I was looking for bed sheets to be tablecloths because one, they're cloth and not like icky vinyl, and two, they're longer so they can go all the way to the floor, and they'll cover my it'll be easy to get in and out and put my bins underneath of them. And also I can have extra fabric so I can drape it over my, how do I put this? I can drape it over my tables, and then I can see exactly how much fabric I need for my tables, cut that, and then I have the extra fabric to make place runners, to make banners, to make what are those little, like the little triangle banners, or any kind of little accent pieces I need or want. So I wanted sheets, and that's the only place around here that I could really reliably find what I was looking for. And I was super surprised because I'm looking for purple, and my canopy when I do outside vending is going to be purple. One, it's part of my store colors, and two, it's not a color people really use very often, so it will pop a little bit. Yes, super happy about this. And as I was saying, I'm also not going to count the cost of my items that I'm making for the show and stuff in with my costs, and that is because I put those up on Etsy and eBay and things like that, so they're not just for the shows. I'm only counting things that are going to be just for the in-person shows, like my canopy, like my letter sign, things like that. I've got this bed sheet, which is white with this dark purple print on it, but it's a very subtle print. And I love this because since my canopy will be purple, this will be great to lighten it up when I am doing outside fairs and markets, because I do really do plan on, my first one, first of all, is planning on being an outdoor one. They do have both indoor and outdoor table setups. And it just depends if I can afford the canopy or not this time. I plan on being outdoor, but we'll see. If my husband gets a job by then I will definitely be doing the outdoor. If he hasn't and money's tight, then we'll be doing the indoor. And then any money I make from that will go to first to a canopy. I'll reinvest it into my business so that way we can do outdoor in the future, just because I get kind of claustrophobic and stuff. I like being outside, as long as it's not too crazy hot. The second one I got was this just plain dark purple, and this was great because these go together. I can use the extra fabric because these are both queens. They're going to be way too big for my tables, my folding table. So again, I plan on having 2 tables. My goal is to have 2 tables and a canopy and be outside. But if money gets tight, I will have 1 table and be inside. You know what I mean? So I have to be flexible. But I got two of these. So my tables are going to be either 8 or 6 feet by like 2.5 feet. And they're going to be folding tables. I might get one 6 foot, one 8 foot. But yeah, so these guys here, I wanted to get 2. Super happy with these, and they're queen size, so they'll be long enough. I will test them out before. I'll do a test run beforehand and everything when I buy the tables. So if we're keeping track of prices, this one's 100% cotton, which is great. You know, I'm trying to, thrift things so I'm staying environmentally friendly. Some of the things I didn't do my best on, but I'm going to be, like packaging wise, so I'm going to be working on that. Because there were some options I didn't know existed, and yeah. We'll talk about that when we get to it. This right here, it was $6.99 for this, but the green color was actually 50% off, so this was actually only $3.50. So you can't really, with the amount of fabric you get, and I can craft with the extra fabric, you can't really go wrong. And this one here was the full $6.99. So got my tablecloths, which I would pay that much for. Like, you know, you'd pay that much for this size for those plasticky vinyl ones that are going to rip and be bad for the environment anyway. So I might as well get some nice cotton cloth that I can do other things with. Even if, like, they're not big enough or something, I can craft with them. I figured I can't go wrong. Meow! My cat's yowling. She can't see me because I'm around the corner. This is what I have to deal with. She has, oh, I almost caught it. She just put it down. That loud meowing you hear? That's when she has the ghost. She carries it around and yowls like that, and because she didn't see me, because there's like this little wall here. She didn't know I was in here, so she got lonely because she thought I wasn't here, and so she was just carrying the ghost. Sweetheart, I'm right here. Yeah, I am right here. Yeah, she couldn't hear me that whole time because she's 20 years old and she's starting to go like deaf and blind a little bit. She still has full, like, function of life and everything. She's not in any pain or anything like that. But she's just a little bit not understanding that Mommy was there the whole times. Mommy was there whole times. So let me get these other items out. And since I was there to get the fabric, I decided to just go ahead and walk around. I'm trying to spend as little as possible. Not just because Goodwill's not a very good company. You can research why, but I'm trying to keep as much of my money local as possible. And Goodwill is not local. I got these display pieces for $1 each. They're black, so they go with my branding. They look old-timey. They look witchy. They're metal, so they're good quality. And what I'm going to do on these guys is probably, I have a whole lot of art prints. Like if you check out my Etsy store, you'll see that I have a lot of art prints. I'm going to display some art prints up on these. And I have some more that I got at the other store as well. And then I might find some interesting ways to display other things on here. I'm not quite sure. But I'm pretty much going to be using them for art prints. And yeah, and then this little kitty I paid up for. It's just a little trinket dish. It's like oh, it's probably a planter for succulents or something. That's a little black kitty. And I actually paid $4 for this, but the reason why I did is because it has this nice hole right here. And I actually have vertical business cards, and I was thinking this would be a great business card holder. So let me show you some things that I'm going to be displaying on these guys. So you can kind of see what my thinking was and see it in action kind of on my little vanity here. Okay. All right, so here you can see one of my art prints, my large 8 by 10 in the stand. I've got it marked 8 by 10 and then the price right here. And on the back, it has information about the print as well as my logo there. And I do all the printing myself and everything. And here's my 5 by 7. And same thing, there's information on the back. When I sell these, I put in a cardboard backing. Well, not cardboard, but a really thick stock backing that keeps them safe for transport. And then I fold this over and seal it shut. This is part of what I said when I found some better options. These bags here are plastic. I didn't know that they even had something that wasn't plastic that was clear like this, but they actually have some cellulose bags that are like this that are compostable that I didn't know about. So next time I need to order these, that's what I'm going to order. These stickers were just, they don't, you know, they're not purple or black. They're just something I already had. And part of, you know, caring for the environment and stuff is using what you've already got rather than purchasing other things if you can help it. And then here are my business cards. They work perfectly in the little kitty. I am kind of really irritated because you see that white on the bottom there? It's not supposed to be there. And on half the cards it's on the bottom, on half the cards it's on the top. It's just where the print shop didn't print them properly, like trim them properly. And for example, this is all, you see how this isn't centered? It's way more this way than this way. When I created them on the designer thing, this was centered and there was no white. And what really irritates me is I actually used to work for this company in the print shop, and I didn't order from the store I worked at. I ordered from a different store. And that's just because it was closer and easier to get to. So I didn't actually know these people. And that's the only reason why I didn't complain, because you can complain and get them for free when they're like this, is just because I figured they were rushed or improperly trained or something. I should have said something, but I'm so anti-confrontational. And I figure it's just a little white strip. It's not that big a deal. I can hand trim them if I have to. But my thing is, I worked at the print shop and I would never have sent them out like that with the white on the bottom or the top and not centered. Oh, it's just a pet peeve because I used to work there. But yes, this works great. These work great. I do have a whole ton of prints, so I may have to put like several prints in one display. Like maybe I'll put all the rabbits together or something, because I have a whole rabbit series. So for example, I may do something like this where you can see I have several prints, and these are all 5 by 7s and these are all 8 by 10s, and then you can just, you know, like look through them and get what you want. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do have several more different stands that I got at a different place. And I don't know if I mentioned, but these stands were $1 each. But yeah, and the kitty is working perfectly. I just was guesstimating that it would be the right size, and it is, so I'm super happy. So let me show you some more of the display pieces I got. And you may notice that my prices for this are different than my prices on my Etsy store. And that would be because I'm not having to deal with fees. I'm not having to deal with shipping, because I typically have free shipping, and then I roll the cost of shipping into the price of my item. So that's the main thing, is I'm not having to deal with shipping. So yeah, if you ever come see me in person, slightly better deals. Some things it's about the same, just because the shipping cost doesn't really offset that much. Things like that. Let me go grab my things I got from my local thrift store now. This right here is one of them. I didn't realize at the time, but this is supposed to be threaded, and it's not. So I'm going to have to glue this, but that's okay. It's nothing some E6000 won't fix. This was $6. And I have another one hanging out underneath me here. And this one is much sturdier and bigger. A little bit bigger, but yeah, much more sturdy. But they both kind of go with my feel. This one was $8. They had a bunch more. But these are technically mug holders, but I'm going to be using them for necklaces, bracelets, things like that to hang. And I don't really have a lot of those to show you, other than the bottle necklace I'm wearing right now. This is something that is not up on my Etsy store yet, but that I am making a bunch of and will be up on my Etsy store most likely before I go to the craft fair. But these are some witchy bottle necklaces that I made, and yeah, I'll be displaying them on here on these two, and I might just shorten the string with my my little cardboard, cardstock backers that have my logo and stuff that I made and printed out, and I'll just shorten the thing to hang them on these lower ones. But I'm also going to be selling keychains which aren't made, and they're going to go on these lower ones here, and these yeah, so got a lot of stuff to hang on these guys, and I just need to fix this one with a little bit of glue, but no problem. So super happy to find these, because I almost bought like a really icky I wouldn't say it's icky, but it was a metal one, and it was silver, and I was going to spray paint it black or purple to go with my shop's colors, but I really want most of my displays to be wood, and I like that they're kind of dinged up and look old. Like, that's, you know, part of my little vintage witchy feel, so I was super happy to find these guys. Let me go grab some more of the stuff I got at my favoritist local thrift market. I have quite a bit more stuff here, as you can see. I did spend way more at my way more at my local thrift market. And whew. First off, this giant crate here is going to be good, because I'm going to put it on its side, and I'm going to put some of that bisqueware that I bought when it's all finished on the inside, and then some on top, and that'll give my table some height, because you don't want everything lying flat. So I'm trying to create lots of different heights and points of interest and things like that. Plus, I can use it to carry a bunch of my display pieces, just like this, so it's helpful. This crate was $12. I almost didn't get it at $12, but I was looking, and places that sell these new for decor reasons and stuff are usually selling them for about $24, and I could have probably waited and found them at a garage sale or something for cheaper, or found it, but I really like the size of it and how sturdy it was. It does not, it's not like particle board or anything. It's real wood. It's put together really nicely, and I jumped on this particular one. They had other crates there. It's just this was the one I liked the best, because it had the handles on the side, and if my crate's going to be this big, I'm going to use it to carry my stuff in, you know, for multi-purpose. And all the other crates that were large like this didn't have the handles, And there were some smaller crates, but they were priced too high for me, for what I wanted. So I'm going to not settle. And like my husband said, don't settle. Get what I want. And because it's an investment into my business. And I'm going to be doing this for a while. So probably I'm probably going to keep doing this until I can't do it any longer. This is making and selling stuff for myself, being my own business, finding cool items, curating them, or upcycling them, things like that. It is definitely the only job I've actually loved. So let's see. The first thing out of the big bin is this little tiny 2-tiered display piece. It's a bit wobbly, so I'm gonna have to fix that, and I can glue it down and stuff. That's probably why it was donated, is because it's wobbly, and that's probably also why it was only $3. Hello. So this bottom part is like a Lazy Susan. So this is supposed to spin, but this and this are not supposed to spin. Right? Like this part's not supposed to spin. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like glue it down or fix it. Even if it does spin, it's not wobbly to the point that it's gonna fall apart or anything. So it might be good that it spins. About the only thing is this isn't quite level and it's a little wobbly. But the things I'm putting on the top here are really, really light. But I'm going to be finding a way to anchor this better, because even if I just glue that down, and even if I have to take it apart and then like glue everything down, and it could just be it needs tightened. I have not explored. And yeah. So this guy was only $3. And what I'm putting on this is the teeny tiny little bisque cats and some of the birds. Basically the small bisque items are going to go on here. When I saw this, I was like, oh, that's perfect for that. And yeah, I'm going to hang some of the birds up too on the mug display things. So $3. Just needs a tiny bit of work. I'm trying not to get myself projects, but you know, I got this really nice sturdy easel. It has some blue paint down here on the bottom. It was originally from Pottery Barn, but that blue paint's fine, because it's gonna be covered up, because this is what I'm putting my letterboard on. I've tried it out and it fits perfectly. So I got them from 2 different places. But yeah, this was $3 as well. See, I'm just trying to pick things out of here. I got another display stand. This one was $2. But it is, you know, cool black metal. It's a little different. I figured I could get these in a bunch of different styles wherever I can find them, and they'll look nice, like as long as I keep them all within my color palette of wood and black and purple, we should be fine. I got this candlestick for $3. This was looks like it was homemade by somebody, and has the little crafters thing on the bottom, and this was $3. And I have this candle holder because I am making and selling candles as well. They're just hand-rolled beeswax candles that have that are spelled for different things. Like I have a money attracting candle, I have a love attraction candle, and I'm all out of my white. All the beeswax was given to me, so I probably won't be able, the beeswax sheets, I probably won't be able after I sell out to make them again, because the beeswax sheets are really expensive. But because they were given to me, I was able to make a bunch of them. And I don't actually sell those up on my Etsy store right now by themselves, but I do put them in witchy boxes a lot. So this candle is for me to like put one in so you can see how they work, you know, what they're supposed to be. And then I'll have, I have this little metal cauldron that I already have that I thrifted years and years ago. And that's what all the candles are going to be in, and they'll have like a little tag with an explanation on them. So that's what this is for. I was looking for something just like this. So this was one of the things I really wanted and found. It was a cool wooden thing. I found another little easel display thing here. So all these will be for displaying prints. This one was only $1 and it's super cute. So super happy on all the different easels I have found. And I do have a bunch of plastic ones that I thrifted not too long ago that I put in witchy boxes for book stands for people for using as decor. But for my display, I wanted something because I'm afraid the plastic will break if I use it over and over. So I wanted the wood and metal. This plate here, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in it yet, but it's really pretty. This oil slick kind of carnival glass is my favorite, and it does have purple tones in it, so I figured it'd be fine. And this was only $2, and that's because it has a huge chunk out of it right here. And I knew that. They said, you know, as is, look at it. And I'm just going to sand this down so no one gets cut. But I could even put little, like, candies or something in here for kiddos. Or, you know, I might put my hand sanitizer on this by my little checkout area. Because I have like a huge bottle of hand sanitizer that I'm going to be taking. So I'm not quite sure what I'll use it for, but I couldn't let it go to the trash. I couldn't leave it behind for $2. I just thought it was so pretty with like the cherries, and there's pears and cherries and I think some plums on it. So pretty. Yep. I have a habit of rescuing things and then finding a use for them sometimes later. This is a vintage mirror. It might even be antique. It is silver plated, and it has like these just beautiful flowers and stuff on it. I needed a mirror for should cover it. I needed a mirror for people trying on my jewelry. Like this bottle necklace is something that I've made that's not up on the Etsy store yet. Oh, I said that. I mentioned that when I was showing the mug things. But yeah, so you can, like, you know, look and see if you like it on you. So I needed a mirror, and I wanted a really cool mirror, and I was envisioning something just like this. So I'm super happy with it. The mirror is beautiful and not like I have a mirror that I had with my brush set. I got a vintage brush set from the 50s, and it came with the brush, this comb, and a hand mirror. And the hand mirror is like all speckled, and you can't really use it. So I was happy to find one with a really nice, bright, clear mirror. This was $18, but it's something that's unique and really goes well with the theme, and it was my ideal, and this was something I wasn't willing to negotiate on. I wanted this one when I saw it, and so I spent the $18, which isn't that much for a really nice mirror, honestly. I also got this glass bottle. It's hand blown. It looks like a banjo or a lute, and it's purple. I figured this is just going to be kind of like an accent piece, decor. I'm going to put up a bunch of bottles around. Probably sell them too. I would sell this bottle. About the only thing is it's a craft fair, so I'm not sure if they let you sell curated items. So all my curated items I'm going to have there are going to be items that could just be decor, or if they want to buy them, they can if it's allowed. Basically, I'll price them all, and then if I find out later that they don't like that at this particular, well, I'll just ask. I can just email the person running the fair. So I'll either use this as a decorative piece and then sell it at my at the next fair or market, whatever you want to call it, that allows curated items. But I'm gonna have a couple of bottles for decor. I'm gonna have some of my big rocks and stones for decor. Those aren't for sale though. But not any that I am worried about getting stolen. You know what? I do have a bunch of large rocks that I was told I could sell, so I will probably sell those because we have a plethora of giant pieces of quartz and stuff. Like, not like fancy or anything. They're all mostly like those creamy, like orangey colored quartz, not like the pure white or anything like that. But yeah, so this bottle was $3. I just thought since it was purple and it was handmade, it would be good as a curated piece or as just, you know, it's a witchy stall, so having a bunch of cool bottles around, and it can stand up, but it's very wobbly. It has a very small base, so I am going to get a cork for it, and I am just going to lay it down, kind of, you know, make a little vignette with it. This giant treasure box is exactly what I wanted for my cash box. When I like have to run to the bathroom or something like that, I'm going to put my money in like a pouch or something that I can take with me. I'm going to be wearing like a fanny pack type of a situation and put it in there. But when I'm at my booth, this is going to be like behind probably the big crate where you can't really see it. But if they happen to see my cash box, it fits the theme. This was also exactly what I wanted in a cash box. I can lock it if I want to. Like, this does shut and the lock can go through there. I'm probably not going to, just because I'm always going to be there with the money. But, and the money will come with me if not. But I really was like, oh, I want a big treasure chest box that's deep enough and stuff that people can't like peek inside even if it opens. And, yeah, this was $24. And besides the awning and the tables, this is going to be my most expensive setup item. But it was really, oh, and getting the square reader. That's going to be about $50. I haven't done that yet either. But I love it. That is everything I got so far for displays, besides the stuff that I said I already have that's free. But that is, that's it so far. And I will let you know when I get more things for it. I don't need very much else. Really, the only thing I need was, I was looking into stuff to hold my prints, but I didn't realize how many easel things I had, so I should be fine with the prints, actually. I'll just split them up into categories. And then I need something to hang my wind chimes. I have these really long bone wind chimes, and if I have my canopy, I can hang them off the canopy. But if I don't have my canopy and I'm indoors, I might use like a coat rack or something. I did find at the place I got all this stuff a really old, cool wooden coat rack that I almost bought, but it was $40, and I already spent a lot of money. And, you know, we're still trying to kind of save money as much as possible. And, you know, while my husband looks for a job and stuff, I am bringing in some money, but not a whole ton. And hopefully I will bring in more when I start going to the in-person markets. But, I do know there's a lot of initial upfront costs with that. Just like there is with anything when you start investing in your business. There's going to be some upfront costs. But yeah, I have to figure out a way to hang those. The only other thing is my bookmarks. I'm trying to find a way to display my bookmarks, because right now they're on cards and they have like these long dangle chains. And besides putting them in an actual book, you know, I can't put them all in a book. I am going to display one in a book so everyone can see how they work and things like that. But I'm not quite sure how to display them, because they are on the cards with their prices. I might have to take them off the cards and find a different way to price them. But we'll see. I would like them to stay on the cards. I think they look really nice on the cards. But yeah, that's something I have to work through. Anyway, that's everything for now. I'm super duper excited, and now I need to start getting packing because my sister is going to be here tonight, end of the night, to come pick me up and whisk me away. And I am supposed to be relaxing, but I am sneaking in some crafts. Like, I have a bunch of these bottles that I need to turn into necklaces, and I'm taking a bunch of those. I'm making some stone bracelets, stone chip bracelets and things like that. So I am sneaking a bunch of arts and crafts because she's got to go to work, and I'm gonna have a lot of alone time, and that's part of the reason why I'm going. And so we are going to do a lot of fun things, but I'm also going to have some time to craft alone instead of being interrupted every 5 seconds by my kiddo who wants to help, which is fine. He's a great helper, but sometimes you know what I mean? You just want to do stuff by yourself. So I'm really looking forward to it. I will be making some videos while I'm there, but they're probably going to be more like video game ones, and maybe I will show you some of my finished products or something. But because I'm not at home, I can't really do the cleaning videos or anything like that, but I can still record my gameplay. So I'll see you guys all next time, and make sure to make room for your own passions. Bye for now.